Hello kids, it's me again, back with another video, another ranking video, but today it's a little bit different. Now hopefully this video will go out on or maybe before the 10th. If you will go to my about section on my YouTube channel, the channel that you're watching right now, you will see that it has been 2 years since I created my channel. And while my first public video has been posted in like January or something, I'm gonna call November 10th my 2-year anniversary because it really is. Today, as the title implies, I will be ranking every single one of my videos, which is going to be pretty easy because I don't have that many. Before I get into it though, I will fully admit that I stole this idea from LINKZ, who, by the way, you should be subscribed to if you aren't subscribed to him. Like, what are you doing? But yeah, he did this video a while back where he ranked, I don't know if it was all or maybe like some of his videos, but I saw that and I thought, yes, maybe I shall take it. And since we're on the topic of LINKZ, I will say, I think I subscribed to him maybe around the time that I started doing YouTube, and I will say him and another YouTuber by the name of Taylor Riley, who you should also be watching and subscribe to. I would say those two were definitely my inspiration to start doing YouTube because they were just, you know, two people just kind of doing whatever they want, especially if you saw Mike's videos from like the past couple of months. He's really just doing whatever he wants to do, and I love him for that. So, you know, I think it's fitting that I stole this video idea from him. I mean, without further ado or delay, let's just get into it. I'm on my computer here, as you can see. I've got the tiers, and I've got all of the thumbnails for all of my videos. They're kind of small, you know, but let's just go over some of the tiers, shall we? Number 1, top best of the best, is Magnum Opus. That would be a video, I guess, that I thought I did so wonderfully on that it's just chef's kiss perfection. And then the next tier is Yeah, I Slap. These are videos, you know, that I look back on and I'm still very proud of them. You know, I put a lot of work and a lot of heart into them, and I look back on them fondly to this day. And then there's She's Okay. These are videos that are just okay, you know. I still like them, but they're just fine. And then there's meh videos that I don't really revisit a whole lot. I just think they're okay. Maybe I even forgot about them, who knows. And then there's Lame and Boring, which speaks for itself. Now, there should be videos that go into each of these categories, including lame and boring. So, you know, we'll be fully utilizing this tier list. So, for this, I think it'll be best to start from the beginning. My very first public video, I should say. I guess this really goes without saying, but you can watch every single one of these videos. They're on my channel currently still. If I see something and you've never seen it before and you're interested, perhaps give it a watch. Let's start from the beginning. Number 1, my first video essay. Who is the Twitter sugar daddy? Man, that brings back memories, you know. It's been kind of a long time since I've made this video, and really there have been no copycats. Well, there have been some copycats, but they're like scammers. Twitter sugar daddy was also kind of a scammer, but I think, you know, he hasn't made an appearance or a resurgence at all, which is sad. You know, I kind of miss him. But there has been one person who has kind of taken up the helm of the Twitter sugar daddy, and that is a man by the name of Will Pulte, or Bill. It's Bill Pulte. Yeah, that guy. I got some opinions about him too. I've been debating on whether or not to make a video about the spectacle of like giving people money on Twitter, because Jeffree Star also does this, and he actually did it pretty recently, I think like yesterday. I still have some very strong opinions on all of this, but as for this video, I think she's okay. It's just an okay video, honestly. You can tell in the voiceover that I'm like kind of nervous, you know, speaking out loud, which I like to think that I've gotten over now, but you know, you can really tell that like this is my first time making a video. So the next one, If I forget some of these titles, I just might, you know. But the next one is My Best Friend Betrayed My Trust story time, that, if you will remember, I made a follow-up video to not that long ago. This is just a story time video. The first video I made with this camera, actually. You can tell that I'm just a teensy weensy bit shy on camera, but still, I think, you know, as far as story time videos go, I think it's a pretty okay story time video. Since this video has come out and the follow-up to it, I still haven't talked to the guy. You know, he's fully and completely out of my life at this point. But as the video goes, I think this one is gonna go and she's okay too. I mean, it wasn't that spectacular of a video. The next one, I think this one's called Is Art School Worth It? And it was in regards to the Cal Arts situation that was going on at the time. They had raised their tuition to like $50,000. I want to say a semester or maybe a year. I can't remember. It's been a while. I really don't know why I made this video, considering that I wasn't in art school at the time, and I'm currently not in art school, so I don't know why I thought I had any kind of, I don't know, insight on the matter. But I mean, this still gets a few views, like, to this day. Like, people are still watching this, and apparently, like, I don't know, finding the advice that I gave kind of useful. This one, it's not really meh, because I do still think that the advice is valid, even though I, like, have zero insight. So this one's going to be going and she's okay as well. Periphery 4 Hail Stand review. That was my review on Periphery's 4th album, Hail Stand. Ooh, as I make this video, in a week, like on the 13th, they're releasing a live album, which I think is going to be pretty fun. This video in particular, I made it like a few days after the album came out. I was listening to it more or less nonstop, but I haven't watched this video in a while because confession time, I guess. But I do sometimes watch my old videos, not on YouTube. I just pull up the files on my hard drive, so I do that sometimes. Is that a bad thing to do? I don't think so. You know, I enjoy the content I make, you know, so I watch it sometimes. I'm wondering if my opinions from this video have changed since, you know, it's been a really long time since that album came out. So I'm wondering, you know, would my opinions change on the songs? I gave like a song ranking for each of the songs, and I'm wondering, I think that's definitely changed. So I don't know, I'm not gonna make an update video because there's like no need for that. But for this video, I think I will give it, a lot of these are going in the she's okay category, you know. For this next one, I didn't have a thumbnail for it, so I just screen capped the thumbnail on YouTube. But it's technically my 5th and 6th video, and it's my roommate horror story time. Yeah, this begins the aunt's house era, because all these videos up until this one right here were all filmed while I was living at my aunt's house for the summer. That was a fun era. I think it was definitely a fun era. It had its ups and downs, but I think it was still fun. For this one, it's a 2-part video. Both the parts are like super long. I also haven't watched it in like a really long time, so I don't even really know. I mean, I know like what's in it, like what happened, because I still remember all of that stuff. As far as video quality goes, I don't know. I feel like I could have been a lot more succinct. I mean, I still feel that way for like a lot of my videos up until like present day, but I feel like it was a little too long. It could have been 1 video instead of 2. For that reason, it's going in meh. Sorry. I'm apologizing to myself, I don't know why. My Animal Crossing tier list. Oh, this one, so much fun to make. Oh my goodness, my first tier video, I love that one so much. This one, I definitely slapped on that. My next video was my first ever follow-up video to my first ever video, which is Who is the Twitter Sugar Daddy. This one details his downfall and his disappearance. I definitely slapped on this one. This video definitely slaps. I love the editing for it. It was so much fun to make. Oh my goodness. I felt like a little investigator, investigative journalist. I love that kind of stuff. So, you know, I really think I did very well with that video. So yeah, I definitely slapped on that one. This next one, which I think is called This Onion Must Be Stopped. Yeah, it's a video about Onision. By the way, if the light changes, it's like overcast outside, so I thought I would just point that out. But yeah, I made a video about Onision. I mean, there's really not much of note to it. I was just, you know, going over the current at the time controversy, which was that he was copyright striking a bunch of people unfairly. Man, Onision, number one, he's like dropped off the map since that whole maybe like a half a year of craziness, like the Chris Hansen saga and all of that like going down. It's been very quiet, over at the anti-Onision camp, and I think it's really because that entire movement kind of imploded on itself. Like, it was going okay for a while, and then there's just a bunch of infighting. I followed a bunch of anti-Onision accounts on Twitter, and I could just see it all unfold as it did, and it was really just a mess. There was like no organization going on there at all, and that includes like Chris Hansen and his team. It was just a mess. Just a mess. But for this video, I'm gonna put it in meh because like I wasn't doing anything new, fresh, hot, or original with it, so it's not my favorite video. This one though, Cursed Go to Quiz, didn't get watched by a whole lot of people, but I think from my like aunt's house era, it might be like one of my favorites. I really like doing this video. I guess because it was really nostalgic for me because I spent a whole lot of time on Go to Quiz as a like preteen. I guess it's not really something that a whole lot of people can relate to, I guess, but gosh, that was so much fun. Buckets of fun. Just buckets of fun. I love doing this video. I'm gonna say I slapped on it because it was really just that good. I liked it. My next one, which is an attempt at like a YouTube poop. I forgot the title of it, but I saw, while I was at my aunt's house, I saw this commercial for this like law firm called Morgan & Morgan, and I thought, it's a whole lot of Morgans to be saying. I could do something with that, and so I did. I thought it was pretty fun to make. I mean, there are quite a few YouTube poops of just this law firm, but for this video, I mean, it was okay. It's not the highest effort YouTube poop, so I'm gonna put it in meh. It was fun to make, just a little thing to do for an afternoon. But this next video I think is called my not so sweet 16 or something along the lines of that, where I talked about my 16th birthday party, which got ruined by one person who I didn't even invite to it, and I guess really explained why I don't really do things for my birthday anymore. This was yet another story time video where I'm sitting on the floor in the dark. It wasn't dark, it was like overcast that day, but at this time I didn't have like a light or anything, and I don't think there's like an overhead light or anything that I could use in that room, so I was just sitting there with the curtains closed talking about my 16th birthday party. I mean, I think for this one, I'm gonna give it a meh. It was just okay. I mean, there's nothing really spectacular about it, nothing that I really enjoyed about it. It served its purpose as a video, and we're moving on from it. This next one is called What Have We Learned from July 15th, which I actually uploaded. I managed to get it uploaded on July 15th. It was late at night, but I made a mad scramble to get it uploaded like a year after the event in question happened, and I think I did really good on that video. The audio quality is terrible because if I remember, I recorded it while I was at home, and I had to do it on my phone because I didn't bring my headset with me because that was all I had at the time for recording things. This was my headset, and I didn't bring it with me, so I had to record it on my phone. Other than the bad audio quality, I think I did really good on this one as far as like research and all that goes for a video essay like this, so I'm gonna put it in yeah, I slapped. This next one was called Where Have I Been, because there was a 5-month gap between this video and this update video. It was a pretty long time. I mean, this was just a video, like really short. I think it was like 6 minutes, just like explaining why I haven't been making videos, which I mean, at the time, nobody cared. I had less than 30 subscribers at this point, and yet I still made a point to make an update video to my like 15 subscribers. Like, I don't know what I was doing. I could have came back normally and nobody would have cared, because I mean, up until this point I've had, let's see, 12 videos total, so 12 videos and like probably about as many subscribers, so I don't really know why. Well, I know why I made the video, but retrospectively I don't know why I made the video, but I think it served its purpose. This after that 5-month like absence, I like completely rebranded myself. If you don't know, which probably a lot of you don't, but my channel used to be called AVI Productions, which is just, my initials and Productions. I thought that was a cool name at the time. I don't really anymore, which is why I changed it. So yeah, I did a rebranding. I made a new Twitter account and all that, and that was, you know, my relaunch. So I guess you could say, you know, all of these videos, they're my AVI Productions era, and all of these are my It's Just Arin era. And I will say, I think just overall, I like my It's Just Arin era way more than my AVI Productions era. That's just my opinion. Maybe some of you like AVI Productions era more, I don't know. But yeah, we've reached a new era for my videos. So anyways, for this video, I'm just gonna put it in, you know, I'm gonna put this one in lame and boring, because like there's really no need for it at the time. Alright, so first video in the It's Just Arin era of my channel is my 2019 movies tier list, which I made while I was at home. I think, let's see, I think I did okay on this video. I mean, it's just another tier list video. There's nothing really spectacular about it, to be completely honest, other than the fact that I saw so many movies in like the year 2019. I think we're gonna move this one to She's Okay, because she's just okay. My next video is my favorite books that I own, I think, with a parenthetical of yes, even that one, because I guess one of the books in this list of books that I have was pretty controversial. Honestly, the book itself, the book is 13 Reasons Why, right? And you guys know what I'm talking about, but the book itself I don't think had as much controversy as the show. I don't want to go into it here. I go into it plenty in this video where you can watch it still. As for the video itself, I think, you know, I think I did pretty good on it. I do like making videos about books, but I think in total I have like 2 on this channel. I haven't been reading a whole lot recently because, you know, school things, but I would like to make more book-related videos. Not maybe to become like a full-on booktuber, but I would like to make more book-related videos. So I'm gonna say that I slapped for this one. My next video is, gosh, I think it's called I Got Some Cool New Stuff. It's just like an unboxing video of my light stand, and my tripod, which, let's be honest, it was lame and boring. Not a lot of people watched it. Very few people watched it, so, I mean, it's not even just okay. It's not, zero entertainment value can be found in that video. You can watch it, find out for yourself, but you're gonna waste like, what, 11 minutes of your day on that? I don't recommend it. I'm not gonna like delete it or private it, because like, I mean, there's not really any need to. My next one though, why has no one been talking about the Animal Crossing movie? I think that's what it's called. I had a lot of fun making this because I got to watch the movie as part of like research or something, and you know, there weren't a whole lot of videos about the Animal Crossing movie on YouTube. And honestly, for this video, I think I slapped. I liked it. I like the editing for it. It's just a fun movie, yes, but a fun video overall. And so my next video didn't get a whole lot of love, but I loved making it. Was a video of me making pizza. Honestly, the video itself, I'm not gonna say it's boring because it's not boring, but I think the editing is really what made it. This video, not a lot of people watched it, but gosh, I love making it. So I'm gonna say that I slapped for that one. My next video after that one, I think that was my first video that I made with this microphone. It's called Ace of Spades, the game ruined by Jagex. I think I did really good for this one. As far as my like video essays go, is this gonna go in magnum opus? I don't know. It's such a good video though. You know, it's on a topic that not a lot of people are talking about because, I don't know, I guess not a lot of people care about Ace of Spades. It's short, it's under 10 minutes, it's very succinct, and it gets right to the point. I think we got a magnum opus here. I did really well on this video, even though like not a lot of people watched it, I guess. This next one though, gosh, the most effort that I've ever put in a YouTube video, like ever, to this day. I made a Sims 2 machinima for old time's sake. This took me weeks to make, and there were tears shed, there were frustrations, there were challenges. It has everything you could possibly want. This is definitely going in magnum opus territory, just for the amount of effort that I put in, and just, you know, I think it's really good. It's definitely not my most popular video. I think we all know what that one is, which we're gonna get to. That one, I love making that video, even though, you know, it was so frustrating sometimes, but the passion in my heart I have for making Sims 2 machinimas was really reflected in this video. Gosh, I love that one so much. And then there's the machinima itself, which is called The Woods. When paired with the making of video, it kind of slaps, but on its own as like a Sims 2 machinima, it's kind of terrible. Actually, it's very terrible, like wow. But I still really like it, so I'm gonna put it in yeah, I slap, because I did slap. The next one after that is watching some of my old Sims 2 machinimas. Since then, I still haven't been able to find that one machinima that I've been looking for, the one that I just really want to find. The video itself, though, I think it's really entertaining. I think it's a nice little walk down memory lane, you know, so I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put in yeah, I slapped, which this category is already starting to get really cramped. Oh, this next one though, oh my goodness. Okay, so can I just say that, ooh, I forgot. Okay, no, let me just say, all of the videos after the Ace of Spades video, I think this era is really some of my best work, if I may say so myself. The quality of my videos has really gone up since I've started this channel and since I've entered the It's Just Arin era, I should say, I guess. But, and I think that's really reflected in this next video called Pobert Rattinson. I had seen this video by the YouTuber Olivia Catherine on my homepage, and I watched it and I was just like, oh my goodness, this is just so funny. I gotta do something with this. And then I did. And initially, it didn't get a whole lot of, I guess, attention, but I still really I love this video so much. I had so much fun making it. It took me about 3 days of continuous editing from morning to afternoon, you know, full shifts. 3 days for me to make this, and it's not even 5 minutes, I don't think. God, this definitely is my magnum opus. Like that, oh, this just, love it. The next one, the off-brand Girl Defined That Won't Stop Advertising. I'll admit it, this is the video that propelled me, I'm not gonna say into stardom. And for that reason, you might think that I would also put this in magnum opus, but honestly, I have to give props to this video, and I guess myself, for this being the video that got me any amount of audience. So for that, I do like it. But as far as the video itself goes, it's okay. I mean, I could have done a lot better. I think I could have spent some more time on it, but I think the amount of time that I did spend on it was enough. I guess I'm a pioneer. Well, okay, let's not go there. But this is the first video on, what is this woman's name? I can't believe I just forgot that for a half second. This is the first, I guess, commentary video ever made on Classically Abby. It's not the most popular, obviously, because there's people like Dear Mr. Atheist and Rachel Oates and Strange Aeons who've all made videos on her, and they've been a lot more popular, but, you know, I was the first, so I can say that. For this, I mean, I'll say that I slapped, because, you know, I did. I made some good points. I made some fantastic points. But it's just you know, the aftermath of that video, yeah, I got a substantial amount of people to my channel, but I also got a lot of people being straight up just unwarranted meanness and racism in the comments. So you know, there's some pros and there are some cons, but I think the pros outweigh the cons in this situation. My next video after that I made a little bit after I hit 100 subscribers, which was a nice little Q&A, get to know me. You know, I think it would have been a lot more maybe fun if I actually got questions from the audience instead of just a random website. I think it was an okay video, you know, it was just fine. Now this next one, I will say, is an interesting case because, you know, I didn't really expect this video to get so large. The underground world of Habbo Retros, I didn't expect it to get any, well, okay, not any amount of views, but the amount that it got, because I think it's sitting at 700, and I don't know why. I don't think anybody with the large audience shared it, and I guess Habbo Hotel is kind of popular nowadays, but I don't know. This video still gets a good amount of views each day for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why this video popped off like it did, but it did. And I guess this is the second entry into my nostalgia trilogy, the first one being the Ace of Spades video. I don't know, this one, the success of this one is confusing to me, I will say that. I did do really well on it, so I think for that it's gonna go in magnum opus, because I do really like it. I'm just confused as to why it got the amount of views that it did. You know, next is my Twitch announcement video. I really like this one. I'm gonna say that I slapped. It's only like, what, it's less than a minute long. You know, I think I did really well on it. The cinematography, you know, I don't often get to do cool things with my camera, like racking focus. Usually I just put it on my tripod, point it at myself, and press the red button, and that's about the extent of my cinematographic expertise, you know. But this one, I really liked it. And the music that I chose to like go with it, it's just really good. It's a nice video. My next one after this, which was kind of a more, I don't know, it's an off script but not on camera video. I really don't know. In it I said I like combined two video ideas because I wanted to like make a speed build video in The Sims, but I also wanted to like talk about this topic, so I thought I would just combine the two, and it went okay. I do plan on making a follow-up to this video. If you saw the poll on my community tab, I'm kind of gathering materials for my next video because I do have some things to say about the whole being in person during a pandemic thing for like schools and stuff. I've got some opinions on it now. My feelings are no longer mixed. I won't say it's my magnum opus, I didn't really slap on it, but I will say it's okay. My next one is, I think the name of the video is This Book Destroyed Me Emotionally. It's about the book Luckiest Girl Alive. This video actually ended up getting, I guess, demonetized because of what I talked about in the video, and I think as a result it like got suppressed because this video was made before I enabled monetization on my channel, and after I enabled monetization on it and monetized this video, like it just like stopped getting views at all. It just like, I'm fairly certain it got suppressed, but I still think it's a pretty good video. I think I would have done better with some kind of outline on this because it is like an hour long, which, oh my goodness, that's so long for a video, but I think I'll just put this one in She's Okay. It's an okay video. My next video is Surprise, I'm Over It. I think that's the title of the video, and it was a follow-up to my second video, which is My Best Friend Betrayed My Trust. I think I did pretty okay on that one. You know, it's not that long of a video. I won't say that I slapped. I did like the editing for it. The editing was fun, but I think this one's just going to be going in She's Okay. My next video, which is the third installment of the nostalgia trilogy, I guess I'll call it, my time using a pirate Minecraft service, which I think I could have came up with a better title than the thumbnail, but I really didn't know what to call it because, I mean, the title describes it pretty well, I think. This one's not as popular as the other two, but I still like making it a whole lot. You know, it was another walk down memory lane. I got to play beta 1.8 again to record like background gameplay for this video, so that was so much fun. It's not quite magnum opus level as the other two are though, so this one's just gonna have to go in, yeah, I slap. The next one, this one. I would say that this one, well, okay, it's not more controversial than the Classically Abby video, but I think it has more potential real-world ramifications than the Classically Abby video, and it's my video about Valmet Incorporated. So if you haven't been paying attention to my community tab or my Twitter, I would say all this went down like last month. The company that I talked about, which is Valmet, actually ended up contacting me because they still had my contact information because I guess I was still in their system or whatever, but they ended up contacting me over the video, and at first I got like super nervous because I'm like, oh my goodness, they're gonna ask me to take the video down, like what's gonna happen. Before they contacted me though, I received a privacy complaint on that video because I showed the about page on Screen Rant's website, which I ended up blurring that section. I didn't want the video to get taken down. The information that I showed, I didn't show like people's like personal information. You know, all this is like publicly available. It's on Screen Rant's website. They definitely filed a privacy complaint because you can't dispute those. And I guess they were just looking to see what could be done about this video, I guess in an effort to take it down. Well, I know why. It's because I talked pretty badly about them in this video, but it's not unwarranted, you know. I'm not like just making stuff up and saying things that I think people really need to know, you know? I think this one is definitely going in the magnum opus territory, not really because of the aftermath of that video, but I should say, you know, I spent a lot of time on the script for this video, just like researching things, and you know, I think this video is really good, not because of the research that I did, but because of the unique insight that I was able to provide. Because, you know, other than Screen Rant stealing people's content all the time, this company isn't one that gets talked about a lot. There are people like I mentioned in that video, there are people like Arin, How to Cook That, absolute queen. But people like her talking about content farms on YouTube. There's the usual suspects, like 5 Minute Crafts or Shroom, all of them. People are always talking about them, but nobody's talking about Valnet, and it's like they're kind of hiding in plain sight, and I just wanted to expose that. And I did, and I think I did a pretty good job on doing that. My next video after that was, I think it was called I Was in Gifted and It Didn't Do a Whole Lot for Me. Again, no real outline for this video. I just kind of sat on my bed and talked about things. I don't know if it would have benefited from an outline. I don't think it would have, honestly. I remember the next day my arm was like super sore because I was, not super sore, but it was pretty sore because I was holding up this microphone the entire time. It doesn't even weigh that much, but it still made my arm sore, which is weird. Anyways, as far as the video goes, I think this one goes in the she's okay category. There are some people talking about like gifted programs like on YouTube. I haven't really watched any of them, but I thought it would be nice to give my unique experience in it. My video after that was my follow-up to my Valnet video, an unexpected follow-up. Someone DM'd me telling me that, you know, they saw my video and they wanted to tell me their story, which I thought was really touching. You know, I didn't think that my videos had enough of a reach for, I guess, people to want to like tell me their stories about things, which I think it's really nice. You know, I always love getting DMs on Twitter. I don't really anymore. My DMs are open, by the way, if you want to talk to me, please. I'm so lonely. I think this was a really good video. I think as far as like follow-ups go, I'm gonna put this in the yeah, I slapped category. Not quite magnum opus, but I still think it was a really good video. My next video is ranking Dance Gavin Dance songs. God, I love that video so much. It was so much fun. Not a lot of people watched it, but I really don't care. I slapped on that. Oh my goodness, I'm running out of space. My next video after this one is one that I hyped up for a while for like no reason, like at all. The title of the video was Okay, Not All Conservatives Are Bad. There's a video about JJ McCullough just going over his content and his political content, I should say, and how I actually enjoy it even though he's like a conservative. I should say there have been some like recent developments with this. The most recent video that he put out, he like actually talked about wanting to move away from political content, which I thought was like interesting. That he was deciding to do this, apparently it was causing him like a whole lot of stress. I guess that's why he was deciding to do that. And honestly, his non-political videos are probably my more favorite ones. He has had a career in politics for like a really long time. He's been on TV talking about Canadian political things, and you know, he writes for the Washington Post about political topics. So I really don't know how he's gonna make an almost complete career pivot away from politics, since that's been something he's done for like so long. Whatever he does, I'll support him. You know, I like his videos. Anyways, as far as this video goes, I think I'm gonna put it in the yeah, I slapped category. My penultimate, I guess, video. Buying a new PC was the hardest thing I've done this year. I think it was the title of it. It was about my struggles just trying to find a new computer, which I put this in the pinned comment, but as I was editing it and like watching it back after I made it, I realized that was like a pretty big first world problem type of thing. It's like, okay, there are more things to be upset about, you know? But I just wanted to vent about the whole situation because it really was unnecessarily difficult. So for that, I'm gonna put it in the she's okay category. And then my most recent video, up until this video, of course, the video that people voted on, because after I had posted my video about JJ McCullough, I put up a poll saying like, hey, what do you want me to talk about next? And people voted on a video about Joe Rogan, so I did a video about Joe Rogan. It took me a little bit to make because, you know, during this semester, I've been just so busy. So I haven't really had enough time to get around to it. As far as the video itself goes, like, it was, I guess pretty highly anticipated since people voted for it, they were waiting on it. And you know, I think I did an adequate amount of research for it, but it's not really my favorite video that I've made. I made some good points in it, I think, but to be completely honest, I think the video was kind of half-baked because I put this video like topic in the poll, but there are other videos in that poll that I wanted to do like a whole lot more than this one. Like just topics that I cared about a whole lot more than this one. I think that kind of reflected in the video itself, which is sad to say. Either way, I think people enjoyed it. I got a fair amount of dislikes like almost immediately, I think, because some Joe Rogan fanboys were just waiting to dislike that video. I don't know why. It's really what... Have I really been recording for an hour? Oh my god. Dude, I just looked and it was like 30 minutes, now it's an hour. Holy cow. Okay, I'm glad we're on the last one. For this video, I think I'm gonna put it in the she's okay category. It's not my best video, it's not my most favorite video, but it's just okay. People voted on it, I delivered. I'm probably not gonna make a whole lot of, you know, what video should I make next polls, because, you know, I'd much rather do something that's, I don't know, something that I want to do, which isn't to say that I didn't want to do that video. It's just that I had other videos that I wanted to do first, and I felt like I couldn't because people were waiting on that video, so I think that's a learning experience for me. So this was my ranking for all of my videos. I guess I enjoyed a whole lot of my own videos, and I only really had a negative opinion about a few. It's been 2 years on this platform, and hopefully I'll have 2 more years. Doing what? God, I don't know. What I do know is that after I graduate in honestly, it's gonna be a lot sooner than December because, you know, there's not gonna be a graduation ceremony. We can't do that because, you know, COVID things. After Thanksgiving, really, I'm gonna have a whole lot more free time not being in school and also being unemployed because the job market sucks. So I think, you know, I still need to have things to keep me occupied during that time, and YouTube is definitely going to be that thing. And I think, you know, my videos during quarantine, I think, are some of my favorite that I've made. So I think, you know, this new era of sitting around and doing nothing is going to create a lot of really good content for this channel, and I hope that you'll stick around for it. I've really liked I'm not going to call myself a YouTuber, but I've liked making YouTube videos. It's provided me a lot of joy, and it's something that I want to continue doing, not as a job because that sounds horrific to have Google be my employer. I don't want Susan in my taxes, no thank you. I don't want YouTube to be my career. This has been really just a hobby for me, and I'd like for it to remain a hobby for me, and I think it's a lot more fun that way. I'm not gonna be sentimental anymore because I just ramble on for so long. I'll see you in the next video that I make. Twitter, Ko-fi, Twitch. I have some fun plans for my Twitch channel. Hopefully you'll stick around for that as well. That's it for me. Now I have to go through 56 minutes of footage and try to cut it down to 20 minutes. That'll be so much fun for me.